Hi all, so this is Vaishnavi or Vaish and we are here to discuss another book. So I'll make another video where I'll just there was like this one week I've been reading so many genres and I found another good series. I'll talk about that series and what I've been doing in general in another video, but in this one we are just going to talk about one single book which I have in my hand. It's a beautiful book which has like a purple cover. It's called Varric by Becca Seymour and this is the second book of Becca that I am reading. I have loved her first, like the other book that I've read also. It's called Breaking Strings. That was an romance, and so is this one. She has a very peculiar style of writing, peculiar as in, like there's always like something going on in the background, like there is a subplot, very intense subplot, and then you have the lead characters and they shine because of that subplot. So that's something which I really like about her writing, and this book does not disappoint. So Varric is actually the third book in this series. I haven't read the first two books. This is the book that I directly started reading, and despite it being the third book, I still did not have issues in trying to grasp the plot. It was pretty explanatory, and a very good detail was that it wasn't like just the first initial 10 chapters are just like a recap of the previous book or what has happened in the whole universe. This book, she has like very cleverly added details. As you read, you get to know that, oh, okay, this was happening. So that's why it's like a good book for standalone. I mean, it would definitely help if you read the first two books, but honestly, it did not make that huge of a difference in my case. So I enjoyed reading it despite. Okay, then moving on. So this book, right? So the whole synopsis or the universe of this book is that there's a rift, RIFT, and using that rift, like it's almost like a portal. Using that portal, the queen of this alien planet is abducting humans from Earth. Why is she doing that? Because she wants more slaves. And then they eventually find out that some of those humans are mates or like soulmates of people on that planet. Now, because of this important discovery, there is like a political division, there's political tension. The queen wants to propagate slavery. She just wants to spread anarchy and people don't like her. And then you have the other side, her subjects who don't like her anymore because she is not letting them be with their mates. And also the fact that she is trying to control them using their mates. So obviously there are like political tensions which are happening, and that's why there are revolution, like they are on the verge of a revolution, and the revolution is led by a man or an alien, purple alien called Varric. He is very handsome, he is very hot, he is like everything that you want in a MMC, like an alien MMC, whenever you imagine, like of a spicy romance book. So he's everything like that. And on the other hand, we have Pax. Pax has his story, he has his own baggage. He was from Australia, he was brought to the alien planet. He served as a slave for 10 years. During that period, he, not as a slave, like I think he was captured and then he was like, he's now a fugitive. He just lives over there. But he also smuggles food for other people, like for other humans who are not getting any food, like because the queen is not providing them enough to eat. So, he's like he has his own freedom fighter arc which is going on in the background. And we have Pax and then we have Varric, and they have met each other. Okay, they have met, like the first time, like he came to this planet, they met each other. Varric actually did something also, which I don't want to reveal because it's like a huge spoiler, so I don't want to reveal that, but they had met each other. And at that point, Pax said that, I do not want a relationship right now with you. And Varric respected that. I'm telling you this because this is so important. In the book, it is said that they both are mates. So obviously there's this concept of heat, like anyone who reads Omegaverse gets me. So there's this concept of heat, and the thing is, because of the distance, the heat will become more intense, correct? But Varric, because he doesn't want Pax to suffer and he wants to respect his wishes, for 10 years he suffered his heat and his mate's heat on his own, and he did not tell Pax about this. Like, this could also be like a miscommunication or a dishonesty trope in this book, but honestly, like, it stems from their insecurities and the need to provide. It's just like a personality, a character trait, which it's okay. Like when you actually read the book, you realize that it actually adds to the story. So I liked it. So he does not tell Pax that, I will suffer from the heat, but he silently suffers for 10 years. And I was like so much in awe when I read that scene. I was like, oh my god, he's doing so much for him. I was almost like, oh, he's so nice. So I was like, I became a fangirl of Varric during that particular scene. So that's the intensity of love that they both have. And now, because of certain circumstances, like the queen is on the hunt again, and because of those, Varric and Pax, they need to work together. And at the same time, there is this additional tension that Pax may find a way to go back to Earth. So Varric is like, if he wants to leave, he can, like, I can't stop him. But there's like this tension. They want to be with each other and yet they can't. And they are still being understanding. Still, both of them are being green flags. Honestly, like, the book is good. I really like the subplot which is going on. It helps the story be intense. there the spice, it's an open door book, but the spice, the spice is spicy, but it's not like throughout the book. So it's like you have like few chapters which are super spicy, so yeah, but not like the whole book is full of smut. Yeah, so that's the spice levels. The only thing that I felt it was little amiss was that there should have been more scenes between Varric and Pax. The thing is, as much as I loved the subplot, it takes so much of the book and it takes so much away from the characters that you don't get to more scenes where just both of them would interact. So yeah, I just hope that bit was like a little bit more. I actually rate this book an 8 on 10. It's good. I mean, definitely, you can definitely read it as a standalone if you want to. It's available on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, that's how I read the book. So I was like, I honestly, I don't know what happened, but I was like, first 5 chapters I read the physical copy. Then the next, I think till chapter 16 or something, I read it on my Kindle, and then I again switched to the book. So it's been like on off. I read both formats for this particular book, and I can't tell you which one's better. Though I would say that it's a pretty copy, because if you see, this is the cover, and then you have like, this is the page, and then you have like the cover. See, this is nice. And let me see. Yeah, and then you have like the end cover is also like this. So yeah, pretty books. So definitely like a good copy to keep on your shelf. And I like the color purple. So okay, but that's pretty much it. I will share about few more books later on. I came across some good ones, like a little bit fluffy romance, and then there is also another romance book that I want to talk about more. So stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.